Hello everyone. Ustad Mehdi Hasan, Khansahib, was not just a legend in art of singing ghazals. He was an institution in this art. He redefined the way ghazals were sung in the past, and to this day, this trend is prevalent all over the world. Bade gavaiye, ustads, pandits would drop whatever they were doing just to listen to Khansahib's ghazals. Raja, Maharajas, presidents, dignitaries would take great pride in attending Khansahib's concerts. They showered all kinds of gifts and titles. And those who didn't even understand music, they were simply mesmerized by the sheer voice, awaz of Khansahib. Hello everyone again. My name is Vijay Pargaonkar. I am a shagird of Ustad Mehdi Hasan. One of the few ones around the globe. You didn't have to be a star or a renowned fankar, musician, artist to be a shagird of Khansahib, Ustad Mehdi Hasan. All you needed was passion for ghazals, dedication, commitment, and then sincerity. Also, capacity and determination to relentlessly practice whatever Ustad taught you. And Khansahib could sense all these qualities in a very short time in a person. So it didn't take him a long time. In my case, I don't know. वो क्या है, बेचारगी पे मेरी उन्हें रहम आ गया, शायद मेरे तड़पने का अंदाज भा गया. He made me his shagird. And here is the prize possession. हमारे यहाँ ये जो रस्म होती है, इसको गंडा, this is called ganda, red thread. Ustad ties, the guru ties around his disciple, around the wrist of the disciple, and that solidifies the relationship between Ustad and the shagird. And with this shagirdi, not only you would get the blessing of Ustad Mehdi Hasan, but also his family, all his sons would support you, inspire you, help you in your progress. So, Imran Mehdi Hasan, now Ustad Imran Mehdi Hasan, because he's now a renowned singer, he gives concerts all over, on the Zoom, on the YouTube, live. He suggested, actually more like instructed, really ordered हुक्म किया, विजय भाई आप शागिर्द हैं खान साहब के, आपको खान साहब ने इतना सिखाया, आप why don't you produce or create a video that explains the philosophy of Khan Sahab's gayaki to the world, also the way his teachings, the method of his teaching to the world. This will be very beneficial. And here I am, Imran Bhai, aapke hukum ki pabandi. So let me explain these facets of Khan Sahib's gayaki and method of instruction, because he never held back anything, believe me. Even if you're not a shagird, if you would sit down and ask him, he would always explain. His idea was prachar, ghazal gayaki ka prachar. So Khan Sahib explained to me in many times that there are 5 essential elements in a ghazal. Andaz-e-bayan, presentation. The presentation has to be graceful, classy, sweet, tuneful. And then comes the husn-e-khayal. It has to have beauty and grace. the poetry, shairi and singing has to have beauty and grace, husn khayal, and it has to describe in some form some beauty. And the third one was musiki. बुजुर्गों ने ग़ज़लें लिखी है, they're based on a certain set of rules, meters, and if they are composed in that manner, then they are easier to compose. If they are written in that manner, then it's easier to compose, because you can put the right kind of ragas and talas on that. So musical angle is very important in any ghazal. Agar ghazal free format mein likhi hui, it's very difficult to sing a free format ghazal. The fourth one was nudrat. Nudrat yani novelty. The ghazal has to have novelty. You can't ghase pite hue. You can't use the same subjects over and over. Sharab, shabab. So has to have some novelty. And finally, tasawwuf. Tasawwuf yani it has to have some ruhani element, some philosophical angle to make it. Then the ghazal becomes eternal, like many of the Khansahib's ghazals written by Ghalib, by Mir, and by Hazrat Mohani, and so on and so forth. So with these factors, let's get into the composition of Khansahib's ghazals. He always composed ghazals based on ragas. And so when he would teach his shagird, first he would explain the raag itself, the arohi, avrohi. Like the ragas are chosen for the moods of that ghazals, like Bhairav, Bhairavi, Khamaj, Yaman, Bimpalas, and so on, Kafi, and so on and so forth. So he would explain first the raag, the arohi, avrohi, chalan, pakad. He didn't get into the details, like at the end, बड़े गवैये वो द्रुत में गाते हैं, there are acrobatics and gyrations. We don't need that. Ghazal is such a delicate thing. So, but you do need subtle variations, very extremely tuneful subtle variations. And yes, the most important part Khansahib insisted was sur. The sur has to be absolutely melodious and absolutely tuneful. Khansahib used to say that as soon as you say sa or gandhar or shaj or pancham, rongte khade hone chahiye. In a sense, goosebumps kind of a sur, you need it. So that sur, this is overall, most of the riyaz was for this sur. So he would explain the arohi avrohi of that raag, then he would get into the main bandish or the composition, the composition of that specific ghazal. The antara, asthai, that was the basis on which you would build. Again, you improvise, that was the foundation. Once he explained that, then he would get into the nuances. He would show you subtle elements of that ghazal, jaga, kan, murki, tans, zamzama, and so on and so forth. These are the pearls that are inserted within the ghazal to enhance the beauty of this ghazal. And once that's done, basically the golden rule was the improvisations have to be within the locus of that raga. Whatever the raga is, this ghazal is based on. You can't go helter-skelter here and there. If you went all over, then he would say, ki bhai, aap mein material kam hai. So you have to stay within the locus of that ghazal. And then locus of that raag, so to say. And like I already mentioned, sur was the most important part, that you would never deviate. You would practice for hours and hours to perfect that sur. So this was the method. And today I'm going to share with you something extremely rare. I'm going to share a live recording, a tape recording of my teaching session, of Khansahib's teaching session with me. I have shortened it. It's just a glimpse, a flash of his teaching. And that covers all the things I mentioned so far, all the aspects I mentioned so far. They're all covered in this little 5-minute video, audio tape. The recording is extremely poor, but the contents are precious, So I hope this will benefit you, this will inspire you, to sing more ghazals and in the right way. All right. So please enjoy the rest of the video.
ये नहीं उतर सकते इस तरह जो लाइन बता रहा हूँ मैं, और आप उतर रहे हैं माशाल्लाह। तो ये जो है ना वो नहीं उतर पाएंगे इसको, और ये है भी नहीं, सही बात, किसी गले में नहीं है ये। तो ये रिकॉर्ड हो गया है, इसकी प्रैक्टिस करनी है दबा कर। तो ये डाई ये सब बनती जा रही गले में, तो ये मुर्गी जो है ना ठीक है। या एक तेरा या एक तेरा ये गम होगा ये गम होगा न होगा। मोहब्बत करने वाले कम न होंगे, मोहब्बत करने वाले कम न होंगे। तेरी महफिल मलक तेरी महफिल मलक तेरी महफिल मलक हम होंगे। मोहब्बत करने वाले हम होंगे। तेरी महफिल मलक हम होंगे। मोहब्बत करने वाले कम होंगे। ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने भर के गम ज़माने भर के गम या एक तेरा ज़माने भर के गम 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 या एक तेरा गम ये गम
होगा तो कितने गम न होंगे, ये गम होगा तो कितने गम न होंगे। तेरी महफिल में लेकिन, तेरी महफिल में लेकिन, तेरी महफिल में लेकिन हम न होंगे। मोहब्बत करने वाले कम न होंगे। तेरी महफिल में लेकिन हम न होंगे। मोहब्बत करने वाले कम न होंगे। अगर तू इत्तेफाकन 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 मिल भी जाए, अगर तू इत्तेफाकन इत्तेफाकन मिल भी जाए, अगर तू इत्तेफाकन अगर तू अगर तू अगर तू इत्तेफाकन मिल जाए, तेरी फुरकत के सदमे कम न होंगे। तेरी फुरकत के सदमे कम न होंगे। तेरी महफिल में लेकिन, तेरी महफिल में लेकिन हम न होंगे। मोहब्बत करने वाले कम न होंगे। तेरी महफिल में लेकिन